What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks NBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prize Picks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prize Picks, would highly recommend you check them out, guys. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' points, rebounds, assists, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go ahead and lock that in, get that free money offer, and start winning some money over here on Prize Picks with these picks today, guys. And if you are going to be very serious, would highly recommend my premium content packages. You can find that link below in the description as well. You can see I got the Prize Picks College Football up there, Prize Picks NBA, Underdog, MLB. I know MLB's coming to an end here. I'm actually going to take that Underdog MLB package down soon. But we got the Prize Picks NFL as well. In the VIP member package, this is the most popular package, the one that I would highly recommend checking out. You're going to get access to all picks for all sports, for all apps, all sports that I cover, that is. We got the college football, NFL, NBA, all that good stuff. I know a lot of people are really happy. We had a 15-0 sweep over the weekend on that VIP member package on the big tickets, which is something I released to my premium members before I even released it to you guys. These 5 picks I'm going to be going over before the bumps, before all that stuff early on in the day. And we had a 15-0 sweep on those picks in college football, NFL, and NBA. 5-0 on each one of those tickets. So that was amazing. We made a lot of money, a lot of happy people in there. So check that out if you're interested. And if you enjoyed the content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Trying to get this up to 200 likes. I've been gone for a while due to some technical difficulties. It was not my intention. I'm usually very consistent. Those of you that have been around for a while, you know that. Hit that like button. Let's get this thing up to 200 likes and let's win some money. So let's talk about the important stuff, the picks. Let's get into it. We'll go game by game as we always do. And the first game I'm going to talk about is going to be the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Detroit Pistons. This game comes in with a nice 229.5 over/under. It is a 7.5 point spread in favor of the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks have a big 118.5 implied team total. And I want to be targeting their star player, Mr. Trae Young, and specifically his points and assist props, because he's been getting the job done in those 2 categories in a major way. You look at the field goal attempts on the season. Trae Young, second in the entire league with 23.7 field goals attempted per game. Really has not been shooting the ball that well either. 32.4 field goal percentage from the field so far on the season, and he's still getting buckets. That's just a sign. Trae Young's a way better shooter than that, man. He's got off to a rough start, but the fact that he's put up 23, 25, and 28 points respectively while shooting that poorly from the field is a very encouraging sign, and he's racking up a lot of assists as well. You can see 13, 13, 9. As far as his potential assists per game on the season, Trae Young, 18 potential assists per game. So not only is he scoring, but he's also racking up a ton of assists. You can see the potential assists. That's 30 in the league with 18 of those per game. Do expect him to get some buckets in this game as well, with the Detroit Pistons really struggling on defense so far on the season. When we're looking at the ranking as far as their defense, they rank 28th. That's third to last in the league in points per possession in the half-court setting. And then when we're looking at the transition, Detroit second to last, 29th in the league in points per possession as far as in transition. So they're giving up a lot of points. Trae Young's going to facilitate this offense. He's going to get buckets himself and dish out those assists as well. So I really do like this point and assist prop. Not to mention, if you look at all of Trae Young's props on the board, see his points are set at 26.5. His assists are set at 9.5. So if he hits the over on his assists and or his points here, that's going to be 27 plus 10. Obviously, that adds up to 37. If you go down to the points and assists, the line's only set at 35.5. So let's say he comes up short on one of either those points or that assist prop. He's still going to hit his over point and assist. So I really do like that nice little edge here. So pick number 1, going to be rocking with the over 34.5 points and assists here for Trae Young. That'll be pick number 1. Pick number 2, we're going to be kicking on down to the nationally televised game tonight in the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Brooklyn Nets. This game has a nice total as well with a 231 over/under. It is a 4-point spread in favor of the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks have another massive total with a 117.5 implied total for them. And we're going to be targeting their star player in Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think he has a big scoring night tonight. Why? Well, 1, he has been shooting quite a bit. Not as much as some of these other guys we talked about, but 18.5 field goals attempts per game. Shooting 70% from the field, though. So he's been very efficient with his scoring. And once again, the Brooklyn Nets, we talked about the Detroit Pistons struggles on defense. The Brooklyn Nets can definitely relate to that. They are dead last in the league in the half-court setting and points per possession. Then we're looking at the transition. Brooklyn ranks as the 26th team in points per possession. So, you know, that is bottom 5 in the entire league. Giannis Antetokounmpo, if you watch the guy play, he's a train. When he gets running downhill, man, get out of the way because you're not stopping Giannis. He is a force of nature. So pick number 2. We're going to be rocking with the points for Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 32.5. Crushed this last time against Houston, 44. I think we see him put up another big scoring game here tonight. Kind of explained it. Very efficient scoring. We get a nationally televised game. I expect him to get his way with this Brooklyn defense that has not been good. Bottom in transition, bottom in half-court setting. Get out of the way because Giannis is coming through. So pick number 2, going to be rocking with the over 32.5 points here for Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be pick number 2. Pick number 3, we're going to talk about the Indiana Pacers taking on the Chicago Bulls. And we're going to talk about a guy I've been targeting a ton to start the season. It's Tyrese Halliburton. The entire offense flows to this guy in the Indiana Pacers side. This game comes with a 234.5 over-under. It is a 7.5 point spread in favor of the Chicago Bulls, so expect it to stay decently close here. And the thing that I love about Tyrese Halliburton, his PRA line just seems to continue to be just too low, man. As far as his potential assists, he's top in the league, 21.3 potential assists per game. He's also scoring at a very good rate as well, though, and he's really athletic, so he can go up there and get those boards as well. I was looking at some major sports books. He's a major favorite to hit the over on his, I believe, 4.5 rebounds. Regardless, he can grab rebounds, assists, points. You can see 19, 10, and 6 the time of last time out, 24, 10, and 4, 27, 12, and 3, 26, 7, and 4. And his PRA line just really hasn't adjusted, man. It continues to be right where it has been in the low. Let's see if we pull it up here for you guys. Let's see, Mr. Halliburton. We'll have to go and search him real quick. So many props on the board. Halliburton, let's see, 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists, the low 30s. So I've been targeting this. He's crushed this 1, 2, 3, 4 straight games. I don't see him slowing down here in this fast up-tempo game environment. And honestly, it's not like it's really been that close. It's not like he's cleared up by 1 or anything here. He's averaging 36 over his last 5. I don't really understand why the line hasn't gone up any, but hey, I'm not going to complain. The guy's been producing. I expect him to continue to crush this line. So pick number 3. Going to be rocking with the over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be pick number 3 here. Pick number 4. We're going to be kicking it all the way down to the Los Angeles Lakers, taking on the Denver Nuggets. This game, the other nationally televised game tonight on ESPN. Denver Nuggets officially ruled out Mr. Porter, so there will be no more Michael Porter Jr. in the lineup for the Denver Nuggets tonight, which is a big deal. That's going to open up a lot of usage here on the Denver side. This is a guy that shot 10, 12, 15, and 14 times. And the guy that I want to talk about on the Denver side is a guy who hasn't had a big scoring night so far in the season, but it's a guy that knows his role in this offense, and that's Mr. Nikola Jokic. Now, Nikola Jokic is a guy, sometimes he won't even score. You saw him last time out. There was a game he shot like 4 times. I think it was last time. Yeah, he shot 4 times the last time out against this Portland squad. Only 3 for 4. Now, like I said, though, it's Nikola Jokic. He kind of knows his role. He's a beast. He can get buckets. He can rebound. He can assist. And he knows what he needs to do when he needs to do it. Now, you look at the starting lineup for the Denver Nuggets tonight. They're going to be rolling out Jamal Murray, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Jeff Green, Aaron Gordon. None of these guys are high-usage players outside of Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's been working his way back from that injury that he was out all last season with. Hasn't been playing the largest amount of minutes. So what am I getting at here? This is a perfect spot for Nikola Jokic to finally show his scoring ability. 27, 28, 26 minutes or so for Jamal Murray. Nikola Jokic, as far as his minutes, 27 last time out, but he did get, I think he got ejected in that game, if I remember correctly, or he just fouled out, or something weird happened. But regardless, it turned into a blowout. I think that might have been the case, but regardless, that's what it was. He got into foul trouble, then the game turned into a blowout. He didn't end up coming back in. But you can see times for the first 2 games of the season, 27, 26 points. His scoring's been down a little bit. He shot 17 times in game 1 and then 13, 10, and 4 respectively the last 3 times out. Now, Michael Porter has been absolutely crushing it for this Denver Nuggets offense as far as on the offensive end. With him being out, that's going to be a lot more shots and a lot more responsibility for the people to pick up the scoring. He's put up 15, 17, 22, 18. What am I getting at here? I think Nikola Jokic finally has that big game as far as his scoring, and I want to be attacking it. So pick number 4 here. Like the over 26.5 points for Nikola Jokic. This is a classic. You look at the Prizepicks graph, the last 5. For those of you that look at this graph, it doesn't mean anything, man. Context is everything. It's a perfect example of a graph that maybe people are looking at and they're like, why the heck would you play that? But just explained it to you. It's a great spot for Nikola Jokic. If you haven't seen this guy play, he's so good, man. And he can get buckets. He just knows his role. But guess what? His role tonight, they're going to need some points out of him. The Denver Nuggets have a 117 implied total. I expect a lot of those 117 points estimated to be flowing through Nikola Jokic with Michael Porter Jr. out. That's going to be pick number 4. And pick number 5, we're going to be talking about the LA Lakers side. It's going to be Mr. Anthony Davis. He has been phenomenal from a fantasy point per minute aspect. He always is, and he gets to take on Nikola Jokic tonight, who has the 2nd worst defensive rating in the entire NBA. Only Nicholas Claxton has a worst defensive rating so far on the season. We talked about Nikola Jokic's offensive ability. The defense, he has not been too good. The Denver Nuggets are also really struggling as far as the putbacks when I'm looking at the defensive half-court and putbacks as far as the statistics on the season. And points per miss given up for the Denver Nuggets. They're 24th in the entire league, so that is the 6th worst in the entire league as far as giving up putbacks. So I expect Anthony Davis to have some success down low. And he loves to rack up those blocks and steals as well, which is big for the fantasy score. When we're looking at the entire league as far as the leaders and blocks per game, you can see Anthony Davis 5th in the league with 2.3 blocks per game. He's also racking up 2.7 steals per game. That's a big deal. You get 3 points for every one of those as far as the fantasy score is concerned, and that's exactly what we're going to be targeting with Mr. Anthony Davis is the fantasy score. They've got his line set at 43.5 fantasy score. I think that's simply too low. He put up 61 last time. And the one thing I didn't mention is Russell Westbrook is out in this game. I do think that is very relevant. Russell Westbrook tends to be a stat sheet stuffer. He will go in and steal some of those boards, some of those points, assists, etc. The usage overall from Anthony Davis, LeBron James, etc. With Russ being out, I do think that's a nice upgrade as well. So pick number 5. Going to be rocking with the over 43.5 fantasy score here for Anthony Davis. I think that's some really good value on the line. I mean, they've got his line set at 43.5 and LeBron set at 53.5. I would argue that Anthony Davis is a better fantasy point per minute producer when it comes to the Prizepicks fantasy scoring format. So, want to be attacking that low 43.5 fantasy score line. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the NBA tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, check those out. Link below in the description, guys. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. You can also read that little news ticker that I have going at the bottom of my videos now. Got that up and running after I had to completely revamp this setup. So, yeah, man, if you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel on your way out the door. Check out the premium content if you're interested. If you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Wishing you all the best of luck on your NBA props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.